Ash, let's rewind it back.
Let's rewind it back.
For me, being a member of the Hispanic community, I just think Selena was such a great role model, and she broke so many barriers and did so much great stuff for the Latino community and just gave all these little girls somebody to look up to.
We are talking about Selena, which is the 1997 American biographical musical drama film written and directed by Gregory Nava. And the film is about the life and career of Tejano music star Selena Quintanilla-Perez before she was murdered by Yolanda at the age of 23. Very sad. So the film stars Jennifer Lopez in her breakout role as Selena. Edward James Olmos plays Selena's father, and Constance Marie plays Selena's mother. And Jennifer Lopez was nominated for a Golden Globe for her performance and became the highest paid Latina woman in Hollywood history by playing Selena Quintanilla-Perez, earning her a then unheard of $1 million. Go
girl.
What I did not know is that it was such a super quick turnaround. Selena died in March 1995, and then March 21st, 1997, Selena the film was released. I feel like the family really just wanted to have their daughter and their sister's story told with love and told with grace. It's hard to imagine the role of Selena going to anyone else but Jennifer Lopez. In fact, when I was a little girl, I thought that Jennifer Lopez was Selena for the longest time because they just looked so similarly. But more than 20,000 girls auditioned to play the role of Selena. And among the actresses who were considered were Selma Hayek, Leticia Miller, who also bears a striking resemblance to Selena, and Bibi Gaitan, who is a Mexican soap opera actress. And fun fact, Ash, Constance Marie, who plays Selena's mother in the film, originally auditioned for the role of Selena. And in fact, she's actually only 4 years older than J-Lo. J-Lo initially did get a lot of backlash from fans for playing Selena, but she did have Selena's family approval. But you know, a lot of the fans didn't agree with the fact that J-Lo was a New York-born Puerto Rican American playing the role of a Texas-born and raised Mexican-American singer. But eventually everyone saw her performance and really rallied around her.
Well, moving over to Suzette, so telenovela star Alex Meneses was originally cast in Selena as Suzette Quintanilla, but the family did not approve. Despite she went the extra mile to fit the role, she dyed her hair, she gained weight, but it was revealed during the interviews that the Quintanillas weren't happy with her in the part because she had a more slender physique to Selena's sister. So Jackie Guerrera ended up with the role, but let's talk about lying on your resume. She wanted the part of Suzette so bad that she lied and said that she was an experienced drummer when in fact she had never played the drums.
You're gonna play drums.
The drums?
Yes.
No way!
No, you come on.
No way.
When the truth was revealed, Suzette herself actually taught Guerrera the drums, gave her private lessons.
I love that. And I love the fact that Selena's sister Suzette was so involved in the movie from the very beginning. In fact, J-Lo lived with Suzette in order to get into character for playing Selena. And Suzette actually told ET in 2017 that she and Jennifer would watch home movies together. Jennifer would ask her a lot of questions of like, how would Selena do this and that? And Suzette was just really happy to be able to kind of give that insight. And they just became really great friends. And like you said, the very first time that the family saw Jennifer in her full Selena outfit, like their breath was taken away.
So we have to talk about J-Lo singing in the film, or rather not singing in the film, because we know that J-Lo is a singer, but when she signed on to play Selena, she was expected to be providing her own vocals, but it was felt that since the movie was released so soon after Selena's death, that her fans wouldn't really approve of hearing any other voice other than Selena's, which I get that. So Jennifer, J-Lo, was coached to lip sync instead of providing the vocal coaching that she expected, but she did sing the intro to Como la Flor in the Monterey concert scene. That was J-Lo. So Selena's choreography, it's very unique, and that was really challenging for Jennifer Lopez because she was a star in her own right, and she had her own moves and like her own dances. Jennifer said it was very difficult to unlearn everything your body is already accustomed to doing and that it does naturally. So she had to basically like unlearn what she was doing and learn what Selena was doing. I have to wonder how much that resonated. Like, did she have any moves that she like picked up from Selena that she still does?
I did not know that there was an extra amount of extras, real life fans of Selena in the movie. Now, Selena's final concert scene was filmed before a crowd of 35,000 extras who were all real Selena fans. So that must have been such a huge moment. And that actually was the scene that inspired Jennifer Lopez to pursue a singing career. And then also, here's a little fun fact. We of course know that there is Selena the Series, which is a series on Netflix, and the second part comes out in May, by the way. But the friend who goes shopping with Selena in the movie, well, that actress is Sadie Lopez, and she actually plays Marcella, Selena's mom, in Selena the Series on Netflix.
So we need to talk about the movie ending and some things in the movie that the family was not super happy with. So Selena's dad wanted the movie to end differently. They did not want them to depict the murder of Selena, which was like kind of the big finale of the movie, if you will. But then the director insisted that the assassination was dramatically necessary for the film, but he agreed to never probe into Yolanda's motivations. And I feel like they did, like, I feel like you have to include it. It's part of her life, unfortunately, but I think they did a really good job of it. They didn't show anything. They just, you know, it happened. You're super sad about it. You get to feel like the grief that all her family and friends felt. But he also did not want the elopement scene to happen because he didn't want. So obviously Selena goes and elopes with her husband, Chris Perez.
Let's get married.
And he didn't want that in the movie because he didn't want younger fans to think that that was the right thing to do, which is hilarious. But then he also said in the interview, because it was our interview, that he regrets making that what Selena felt like she had to do. And of course, you guys saw ET has been on set of Selena. We've been following Jennifer Lopez for years, and recently the 20th anniversary of Selena, the movie, passed, and we asked Jennifer Lopez to look back on this journey, and here's what she had to say.
I mean, just learning who she was, and really, as an actress, getting into who she was as a person, learning her character, getting into that character, taught me so much about life. I honestly believe it was God sent me that role for a reason, so I could learn from her, so I could always have her as an inspiration and somebody to look to in my life to guide me on how to navigate this business.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Stream Queens, but Ash and I are very curious to know, will you be checking out Waffles and Mochi or Country Comfort on Netflix? Let us know.
Let us know. And between Zack Snyder's Justice League and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which are you going to watch first? What's your viewing order? Let me know. Use that hashtag Stream Queens, and we'll see you guys next time.